I had such a stupid shower thought yesterday, right? I was thinking about why I don't really like superhero movies or sci-fi movies, and I was like, oh, I kind of don't like that they just go, oh, like they can just solve problems by being like, yeah, they have power, or yeah, it's the future. I was like, that's just lazy. And I was like, well, what do I like fantasy games and films? And then I realized I don't really think I do. I just like history and stuff. I just like the medieval setting. Like, I was like, oh, I like playing Skyrim, and then I thought about it and I was like, yeah, but I refuse to use magic. I use a sword, shield, and a bow. So I don't think I like fantasy either. All this time I thought I did.
You like Lord of the Rings, there's no magic.
Yeah, there's very limited magic. I don't give a fuck about the ring.
I mean, there is magic. Yeah, that's what there is. Yeah, there is magic, but not magic, like, there's no wizards. There's wizards, but it's not, like, spells and shit. What about Harry Potter? Do you like Harry Potter?
Well, then I was talking about Harry Potter, and I was like, I think, really, the magic just gets in the way. Like, just go to class. That's what we're all here for. It's Voldemort's storyline out of it. I don't give a fuck if that stone gives you eternal life. Go to Defense Against the Dark Arts. Take your potions class. I don't mind Harry Potter so much. I was talking to Ella about it, and I think also some of it's, like, what you get into as a kid a bit more. Like, I feel like you're a bit more willing to accept shit like that as a kid. But then I was thinking about it and I was like, but I grew up watching like Spider-Man, Batman, stuff like that, and I still don't give a shit about it. I don't actually mind Spider-Man and Batman as much. Especially Batman, because he's not really a superhero, he's just a rich bloke.
He's Elon Musk.
Yeah. But good.
Yeah, that's not Iron Man. He's just a rich bloke, he's got no powers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true. I just don't find him as interesting, I think, though, because of Batman, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
Have I watched Invincible? No, that's the other thing about me, I don't watch films. If it ain't Forrest Gump, I probably ain't seen it. That's why I'm terrible for, like, things like Twitch, really, because people always make, like, cultural references and talk about films and stuff. And I'm like, I have no idea. TV show on Supers worth asking? No, I haven't seen it. Name rings a bell, I haven't watched it. Again, if I saw the description was it has superpowers in it, I probably would have gone pass. Moved on.
Did you watch Heroes?
Nope.
No.
We've got a birthday cake one.
Oh, it's actually not bad.
It's got very small like damage.
Yeah,
radius.
But bear in mind how my grenades work is they shoot out of my gun if I fire a shot. So I'm like aimed like crosshair on the guy, if you see what I mean. Like I use my grenades kind of like grenade launcher impacts. Just like Daredevil. Not watch that either.
Deadpool's good.
Aren't they both like blind or something? Is Deadpool blind? No, Daredevil's the blind one. Deadpool's Ryan Reynolds.
This cake grenade thing's a bit weird.
Yeah.
I don't mind, the superhero, like, films I've seen that I like the most was the Dark Knight trilogy. I feel like, because it's a bit more, it's like a different tone, do you know what I mean? It's a bit more, like, grittier.
Yeah, they were good.
And I quite like the Joker as well, because he's, like, not really a villain, like, he doesn't really have a goal, he just wants to fuck shit up. Like, he just wants to fight with Batman, that's all he gives a shit about. He's not, like, trying to destroy planets or take over anything as such, he's just mental.
I like the Marvel shit just because it's just easy to watch. I haven't watched the new Ant-Man yet. I just come out on Disney Plus. I need to watch that.
I think the other thing, like with especially the MCU, is if you wanted to get into it now,
oh fuck it,
like good luck. There's what like 34 movies, like 10 fucking TV shows.
Over 40 now, I think.
Yeah.
I only watch the movies. I don't watch any of the TV series. I just haven't.
I think it's just more, from my understanding, it's like expansive, but not necessarily.
I have watched any of them. The only TV series that I watched on Disney Plus that I haven't watched any of the Mandalorian. Or anything like that. I watched Obi-Wan.
A lot of the Star Wars stuff's meant to be good.
The Mandalorian's actually really, really good. I haven't watched any of it, but I have watched all of Obi-Wan, and that was brilliant. I really like that.
Again, I don't really like Star Wars. I've seen. I think I've seen the 7 of the films, and it just don't really do anything for me.
I've seen all of the Star Wars apart from. I think I've probably watched all the newer ones, but I don't know if I couldn't quote you, couldn't tell you about them. The 3 that are like childhood ones, like the Revenge of the Sith, Attack of the Clones, and Phantom Menace. I've watched all of them. And,
yeah, see, I think our generation was a bit gimped for Star Wars because the 3 movies that came out while we were growing up are like the trash ones.
Yeah.
But I think
quite
also
like
we
Revenge
don't
of the
think
Sith.
they're that
Revenge of the
bad
Sith's quite
because
good.
that's like how we were introduced to them a lot of the time. If so.
Oh yeah. Like they're not groundbreaking like the original ones.
Like in some ways, it's the
They're,
better way to have it because you watch them and you go, "These are pretty cool," and then you go and watch the other ones and you're like, "Oh." Mind you, saying that, Star Wars is so funny to me because it's this like beloved franchise. But if you speak to most people, they're like, "How many movies in there are there now? Like 9 movies?"
9. Yeah.
Most people are like, "Yeah, but like 6 of them are shit." It's like, do you even like this franchise?
But it's definitely to do with like age, because like you get pockets of people that like different trilogies, based on when they watched them in their life, kind of thing.
I have
like
that theory
the
about a
three
lot
that-
of stuff though. Like my pop punk band theory that the first 3 pop punk bands are the ones you like, and then the rest of them you go, this just sounds like Sum 41, and it's like, yeah, because Sum 41 sounds like 4 Years Strong and Blink 182, and they all sound the fucking same. You just happen to hear like fucking
them first.
Knock Loose first, and so you like them. It's all the same. And I do very much think like shit that you see first is what you end up enjoying more.
Because it's introducing you to it.
Yeah. And I think that's why, like, people our age maybe have a bit more patience for, like, the first, like, Star Wars 1, 2, and 3, because you watch them growing up, like, you don't really know any better.
I'd rather watch the Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith than the Force Awakens, or whatever they're called now. I can't remember what they're... Is it The Last Skywalker? I can't remember.
I think that's the newest one?
That's the latest one.
Yeah.
Force Awakens, The Last Skywalker. What's the other one?
Force Unleashed, that's
Oh
the game.
no.
Unleashed?
I mean, I can't remember what they're called.
I've seen them all. I can't remember what it's called. I can probably name the original ones.
See, I think I only saw up to 7 when they sort of had that, what's her name? Daisy something?
Daisy.
What are the original ones then? Empire Strikes Back.
Revenge of the Sith?
Return of the Jedi. No,
Return of the
Revenge of
Jedi.
the Jedi and...
I'm sure this is frustrating for people who do watch Star Wars films.
Oh, Madsen, hopefully, might create some chat in your thing just going, you idiot.
Last Jedi, let's come up in chat.
Last Jedi, Return of the Jedi. And
We have no idea what we're talking about.
I've said it already, I forgot what it's
Rise of
called.
the Skywalker. Are these the newer ones?
That's the newer ones. Rise of Skywalker's the new one. Force Unleashed, Force Awakens, something like that.
Force Awakens, I think. Force Unleashed was the game,
Yeah.
which I also haven't played. I just know nothing about anything.
I'm looking this up, it's pissing me off.
It's pissing me off as well.
I'm looking it up.
It doesn't annoy me because I don't know it. So it's not like on the tip of my tongue. I'm like, fuck
I
those.
should be able to do it in order because I've seen it all. I can do all the other ones in order. The 3 that I grew up with I can do in order.
Well, I guess, yeah, I'd hope so. You can name 3 films. Last Jedi is the 8th and it's awful. See, this is what I mean about Star Wars as a property. Everyone's like, ah, film's shit. But they say it about so many films. Like, generally speaking, people don't like The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, or
Revenge of the Sith.
I think
Oh, there you go. It's
I think 2 and 3 are
Hope.
much worse
It's a
than
New
I
Hope.
think Hope. Yeah.
New Hope.
Return
Yes.
of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, and New Hope. That's it. Fucking hell.
I don't think any of us particularly play Big Donnie. Very small Big Donnie. Do you think he's just big to the rest of them?
Looks like you got him before he could melt down the car. Grab his cape.
Grab his K. I'm watching Ozark and she sounds like she could be in it.
You'll have to get it down before
Hey,
you
Nick, you
drive
can have that.
Yeah,
as well.
Ruth.
Yeah, she literally is, isn't she? I just finished season 2.
That's mental,
Nice.
isn't it?
Boys.
Ozark.
Yeah, it's a bit brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you watch stuff like Sons of Anarchy and stuff like that as well, I wouldn't say it's like particularly.
Yeah, I
much
wouldn't say
madder. It's like that genre that's just a bit mad.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of it. It's murders, isn't it, and stuff?
It's basically Breaking Bad, but instead of cooking the meth, he launders the money. But it's not. I mean, it's similar in a lot of ways, and still like has its own kind of twist. It kind of focuses on different stuff because he's like laundering the money. It's more like that side of the business rather than like dealing with more like street level dealers and stuff. It's a good show though.
I
It's
like
well written.
Jason Bateman as an actor.
Yeah,
as
I
well,
do as
but
well.
It's his fucking character because he's so fucking sarky.
I know he's funny as fuck. Some of the shit he says. I mean, have you watched Arrested Development? Did I say watch it?
You did, yeah.
That's his thing,
Jesus
yeah, I know.
Christ.
Yeah, I've seen some of it.
if you do watch it, don't watch the reboot straight after watching the rest of it because it's
the
fucking
reboot was
jarring.
bad.
Well, also they're all like 20 years older. I think Jason Bateman like wrote or produced or something Ozark though, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
It's very well written actually. Like the dialogue and stuff's all very fun. The whole show's like really dry but funny.
Yeah.
I like the son actually. He's pretty jokes.
Oh, Jonah.
Yeah. I just got to the bit like season 2. Spoilers if anyone's watching and hasn't seen Ozark and plans to. But in season 2, you know, he gets like kidnapped and they like cut his hair.
Quit.
Yeah, they like cut his hair.
I've never seen it.
And then, where is
yeah.
And then Charlotte like runs away or whatever, and then she comes back and she's like, "What the fuck happened to your hair?" And he's like, "Cancer. You were gone for ages." She's just like, "You're a little prick." He's just like everything's like just properly dry. I kind of like. I think I said it to you before though. Like I like the difference between this and Breaking Bad, in my opinion, is Breaking Bad like. No one's like open and honest. Like everyone's like lying all the time.
Yeah.
Like Walt's lying to Skylar the whole time. Whereas like everyone in this is on the same page. Fucking hate RNG and grinding for stuff like that. That was us when we were fucking doing not Siege, Extraction. Yeah. Just couldn't get a break at like 5 different trophies. Also me and fucking Hazard Zone with Nick. Except he's the real enemy.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got the trophy this time.
Good for you. He has 1 exfil in his whole fucking playtime on that game. Holy shit, did they just wreck our car? We needed that, you prick. I definitely
played Borderlands one, didn't we?
I did. I don't know what you did.
I have, yeah.
I didn't have anything to do with playing it with you.
I must know. I can't remember.
You probably did.
I didn't do it on my own.
Didn't end up cheesing the arenas. I don't blame you. Who has the time? So many other games to play, and that game's like what, 10
15,
plus
20
years old? Yeah.
15 years old, easy by now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gotta be right. I was in a clan when I played that. How long ago that was? A clan, not the. Very, very distinct difference.
To trigger it. Fucking hell.
Borderlands 2 is 10 years old. Jesus. That kind of makes sense actually, because we played that when we were in school. Yeah, we've been out of school 10 years. Your health is for real just that, then?
I've only got 1 health now.
What have you equipped now?
I don't know. I just noticed my health's gone down to 1.
I've been telling you.
It used to be at 1. And my shield is now at 5,700.
Jesus Christ. Oh god, we're never going to be able to travel.
That's because it goes because this class mod I've put on adds 2 more to the thin red line.
Fucking
I've got 5 on the red line.
Mind you, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter as long as you got a decent charge in your shield.
Yeah. Maybe you should take this off.
Can you do it after we've travelled?
Yeah, I'm doing it after I've travelled.
Really? Because it keeps saying you're in a menu.
I'm not in the menu.
You're such a little bastard.
Oh, it beat me to it. I was going to press it again on 1.
He's respect all his skill points into that 1 skill. I don't know what he's doing. How many points do you have in that? Do you have like 7?
3. It's 3. I had 5 a minute ago.
You know. What's your health at now? 4?
927 now. It was on 1.
That's a bit more reasonable.
It was on 1.
1. Fucking hell. What's your shield at now, though?
469 now.
Oh. Take it back to 1 health. Ow! I'm trying to sell over here. Who's making me cold?
What's happened in it? Oh, we're getting fucked here. There's not enough space for me to get a mech out either.
Ow. I like how you figured out what was causing you to have no health and you still managed to double down on it.
I didn't even read it, I just cried.
Read!
You often joked about double downing on it.
You don't even really have to read much, it just... it like bullet points it. Cruise.
Yes, this is perfect! You have my gratitude.
Ultimate Ruffian was that called? Ooh. Might be good. And we can start a new quest.